by the Graping Stripes to Survive, and today I just want to go over a little fishing kit that I put together from some stuff that I purchased at Walmart. I probably have about $20 total in this little kit, so it wasn't expensive for me to put together. And like I said, instead of going online and buying somebody else's version of what they thought would be a good fishing kit, I wanted to buy something that I knew worked for me and my style of fishing and the area that I live in. So this is basically kind of like a largemouth bass type of kit. It can also be used, these lures, or a couple of the lures can actually be used for crappie, brim, that type of thing. So hang out, I'll break the kit open and we'll get into the contents of what's going on here. So the very first item we have is the Stren Original Monofilament. This is the clear blue, and this is 10-pound test line, and this is 100 yards of the line, and it's never been opened. I've never put any of this. I keep this exclusively for my bug out bag. The great thing about having a bug out bag, and most of them actually have, they're very dark on the inside, so you don't have to worry about sun, drying this out before, you get a chance to use it. Another good idea that you could actually do and think about is a lot of the paracord that's out there today actually have inner strands on the inside of them that can actually be used as fish line as well. So, but I definitely wanted to have a true monofilament for my package, and like I said, that's what works best for me here. You could run spider wire, and you could run a heavier test poundage rating if you wanted to, for whatever type of fish that you're going to be going for. The container that it's in is actually a Plano tackle box style container, and I want to say I paid like $2.99. This is the double-sided container. You got one side here, and then on the bottom here there's another side. Just got these little plastic buckles that pop into place, and I've had this thing for over 2 years, and like I said, it stays inside my bug out bag, so it basically looks brand new. You can't tell but I've owned this thing for over 2 years. I've never used it. It's exclusively for use in case something unexpected should happen, and it's just to be used for that purpose. I'll show you what's on this side here. I have a little rooster tail. These are 3/8 ounce. You can actually go up to a half ounce on these if you would like, and this is the medium size. They also have smaller size. I think it's 1/4 ounce as well. So I've got a darker one here with a gold blade on it for darker water conditions or muddier type water conditions, and then I have a white one with a silver spoon on it, and basically this is be used for clear water type fishing. Then I have these are kind of like there was a lure out back when I was fishing a whole lot called a scattering shad, and this is kind of along that same line, except these have eyes in them, and they actually look really real to me, and they have the reflective bodies on them. And this is actually a loose kind of worm style material that this is made out of, and I've had a lot of luck with this type of lure before, especially fishing for largemouth bass, and you can catch 2, 3, 4, 5 pound bass with these pretty easy. It has a very sharp, very nice hook on the inside. And so I picked up this little 3-pack. I want to say it was around $4 for that pack. And Mepps spinner baits generally run around $2.99 each in the 3/8 ounce size. So, and like I said, you can pretty much pick up any color, or black works well. They also have one that's kind of a tiger shark color, is more of an orange color with black stripes on it, and like I said, you can do different combinations of different color spinners and bodies and skirts as well. So this is chartreuse with the gold blade. So like I said, you can do all kinds of different combinations, just whatever you think works best for you or has worked for you in the past, and that's what I would suggest that you go with. Now we're on the other side of the little Plano tackle box organizer, and basically it has these little pieces that comes with it where you can put these dividers in, or you can leave one open if you would like, if you have something that's really long. but basically for my needs, I used all the dividers on both sides. As you can see on the other side, they were left open for the longer lures. So basically, this kit that I bought came with all these hooks, different size hooks and different strength hooks came inside the kit. This little float was one that I had along with this little lead here. And then, like I said, you've got all kinds of different size swivels, and then you've got the different style leads as well. You got the slip knot style leads, and then these type as well. So, like I said, I bought this whole entire kit that had all these things in it for like $4. So, and I just basically broke the kit down and put everything in individual slots inside the organizer, and it keeps them very, very well and keeps them all separate. So that if you need to get to something, you're not having to dig through a whole pile of stuff. You actually got everything very, very organized. You can get to it quickly and use it, and then go on about your business. So just a really good idea to keep everything, organized and everything separate, especially when you're talking about these smaller pieces, that will actually speed up your progress and get you fishing faster so that you have a little better luck. Because if you're anything like me, sometimes that's kind of hard to produce, and that's the reason why I chose the lures that I have inside this kit. So I'll just show you real quick. You can see all the individual pieces are in all their places. I haven't had to change anything or move anything around. These dividers come right up to the very top of the container so that you don't have to worry about these spilling over into the other sides. And what I'm going to do is just flip that over, and you can see the lure side here. Everything is well contained, and then you flip it back over. You can shake it around, you can do whatever you want to, and everything stays in its own compartment, and you don't have to worry about anything coming over into the other side with these dividers. So this is a great little organizer by Plano. And if you don't have one of these, I suggest you pick one up for your kit. And like I said, you want to choose something small, and this is actually chosen. I actually checked the dimensions of a certain pouch that was on my bag, and actually made sure before I went to purchase this kit, because I actually did have a fishing kit in mind when I went to buy it. So I actually took the measurements beforehand, and then I actually went and sought out the kit and found this divider, and it works perfectly. So like I said, just a little bit of pre-planning, and you can put together your own little kit. You don't have to buy somebody else's version of a kit that they think's great, and you can use items that work for you whenever you've been fishing. And like I said, the lures that I chose have just produced for me pretty much even when the fish weren't biting. And the great thing about the rooster tails is that they will catch, other than largemouth bass, which can be a very, very stubborn species to try to land whenever you're fishing, because they get into suspension mode, they get on bed, and they're just hard to get to bite sometimes. But these lures will actually catch crappie and other types of panfish that are really, really good for eating too. So that's the reason why I chose these, and these are really, really good for catching medium to large size largemouth bass. And you could probably even land a crappie or something like that on one of these too. But I would think most of the time you would have a little better results, here in the southeast United States with a spinner style bait. Live bait, if I was going for something like that, I would probably just, catch a smaller fish and use it as bait, or I would, dig up worms or just whatever as far as live bait goes. So I'm not really a big, huge live bait type of guy. I can actually produce live bait from natural resources, so I don't have to go purchase anything like that. So you just have to know where to look and how to catch it. So, and thankfully that's a skill I have. But anyway, and if I didn't mention it before, like I said, a good idea to carry some paracord with you, just in case you should lose your monofilament line. You can use the inner strands of paracord to double as fishing line. You just actually have to, open the paracord up, cut it open, and actually remove those from the paracord. But that would work as a great backup fishing line as well. So just in case you should run out of this, or lose it or whatever the case may be, the paracord is a good backup for fishing line. So anyway, that's going to wrap up this video. If you like it, please like it and share it with your friends. I appreciate it as always. You guys stay cool, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.